this is Brooke Harker in Los Angeles. Happy Saturday Night Live. I think this is the first video I've done for Saturday where I'm not holding my camera, so it's a little weird. Tonight I'm sharing this painting, which is called Tokyo Temple Umbrellas. And it comes from the summer I lived in Tokyo and I worked at the embassy. And that was when I was in college. And so when I was there, I had made this sketch of the Senzoji Temple live. It was one of I think my second sketch ever live, and at the time that I made this, I did not know that I was going to be a professional artist. So this temple holds a special place in my heart. It's the oldest temple in Tokyo, and it is named after, I think, the Bodhisattva of compassion, which is something we can always all use, compassion. I think compassion for ourselves. Sometimes maybe it seems easier to have compassion for other people, and we always have to remember to have compassion for ourselves. So I can't see what the screen is showing you, but I just wanted to point out, because sometimes people talk about how much detail is in my work, the difference from where I started, and then I'll zoom in here a second and show you some detail. So this is one that I've kept for myself. I also made, this is actually a reproduction of another watercolor that I made from my favorite photograph I took that day. Oops, it's over here, I gotta reach for it. So my favorite photograph I took that day that I was sketching was this one. And years later, my dear friend and roommate from Tokyo, Katie, she commissioned me to make a watercolor. And then this watercolor, this is a shrunk down version, then became the reference for 3 paintings that you may have seen if you're following me in 2019, and they were at the National Museum in Tokyo, and then now they live at the U.S. Embassy, which was really exciting for me because I worked in the embassy when I was in college. So it was sort of and I did that in tribute to my dear friend. So I'm going to take the camera and zoom in and show you some detail now. Okay. So this is ink and acrylic on canvas. In a photograph it might look like it's black and white, but if you zoom in here, it's got a metallic gold dripping in the ceiling. I see the light isn't the best. But this is the summer that I fell absolutely in love with umbrellas. And if you follow my work, you see that there's continue to be umbrellas in my work. I didn't really like umbrellas before that summer. I didn't really see the point of them. However, anyone who has spent time in Tokyo or lived there realizes it rains every day. So I had a really cool clear plastic pink umbrella. And my roommate Katie, she had a blue one. And we would dance through the streets of Tokyo with our umbrellas. And I just started falling in love with the shapes of them and seeing people carry them. And that is what drew me to them in beach scenes that you see me paint. Because when I look at umbrellas, I think about how every single person carrying an umbrella has a story to tell. And I also think about how the arrangement of the umbrellas will never be in that exact position or shape again, unless I paint it over and over, which I think I could paint this temple over and over. There's some things I paint once and I'm done, and there's just something about this temple that I could paint it again and again. I guess I've said that about the Eiffel Tower too. This is different though, because this is, to me, ooh, there's little birdies sitting up there on the roof. This is different though because it reminds me of my youth. I love the pagoda-shaped roofs. Anyway, so also when I was sitting there, I'll show you a close-up of this sketch that I had done. So when I was sitting there, obviously it had just rained, and I didn't have anything other than a red pen. So I sketched this with a red pen, and it faded because it wasn't archival. Oh, you can see my ring light in the back, and I felt really resourceful because I used a puddle to make these are watercolor pencils, so I used a puddle to get the color to run. So anyway, let's see. This is
Nope. I'm like trying to, nope. Okay, I give up. Okay, there it is. I'm sorting papers in the background and cleaning, so I was like, I don't want to show all the mess. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me for Saturday Night Live art shows. We're coming up on 1 year. So if you know any artists, please tell them to join us. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, everybody. And remember, compassion for yourself and compassion for others. And just like I didn't know where I would end up in my life when I started that first sketch, and I had no idea of that I would be able to see this kind of detail or that I would ever draw that way. Maybe you don't know where you're going to end up. Maybe you don't know what you're capable of. So, dream big, believe in possibilities, and have a great night. Bye-bye.